Dudley Tang was dubbed America's first men's conference speaker. His pathway to that title was challenging, but God blessed him greatly. Even the final words before his death resulted in an inspirational song that still calls men to be soldiers of the cross. Dudley Tang served as his father's assistant at Philadelphia's Church of the Epiphany and was elected its pastor when his father retired in 1854. He was just 29 when he succeeded his father at this large Episcopal church, and at first it seemed like a great fit. The people loved his youth. They were inspired by his enthusiasm and love for the Lord. But the honeymoon ended abruptly when, in 1856, Dudley began vigorously preaching against slavery. Loud complaints rose from the more conservative members, resulting in Dudley's resignation. He and his followers organized the Church of the Covenant elsewhere in the city. He began noontime Bible studies at the YMCA, and his ministry reached far beyond his own church walls. He helped organize great rallies to reach men with the good news of the gospel. On Tuesday, March 30th, 1858, 5,000 men gathered. As Dudley looked over the sea of faces, he felt inadequate and overwhelmed. "I would rather this right arm were amputated at the trunk than that I should come short of my duty to you in delivering God's message," he told the crowd. Over 1,000 men were converted that day. It was a glorious day, for it seemed that God had started a revival in the hearts of the men of his city. But little did he know his opening words spoken to the men would soon become a reality. 2 weeks later, Dudley was visiting in the countryside, watching a corn thresher in a barn. He was fascinated with the power and efficiency of this new piece of machinery. His hand moved too close to the machine, and his sleeve was snared. His arm was ripped from its socket, the main artery severed. 4 days later, his right arm was amputated close to the shoulder. When it appeared he was dying, Dudley told his aged father, "Stand up for Jesus, Father, and tell my brethren of the ministry to stand up for Jesus." Reverend George Duffield of Philadelphia's Temple Presbyterian Church was deeply stirred by Dudley's funeral, and the following Sunday he preached from Ephesians 6:14 about standing firm for Christ. He read a poem he had written inspired by Dudley's words. Stand up for Jesus, ye soldiers of the cross. Lift high his royal banner, it must not suffer loss." The editor of a hymnal heard the poem, found appropriate music, and published it. Stand Up for Jesus soon became one of America's favorite hymns, extending Dudley's dying words to millions.